This video is sponsored by Otis. Otis is a stock market for cultural assets where almost anyone can buy and sell shares of rare collectibles, sneakers, art, and of course sports cards. Otis breaks up sports cards and other assets into fractional shares, so you can buy a share of a high-end expensive card for as low as $10. Otis adds new assets every week. I'm personally right now very interested in their Lebron James RPA, of course, after the $5.2 million sale. There's a lot of speculation around this card. So as we can see right here, the market cap is $315,000, which is essentially the price of the card. However, there's 350 investors, and the shares are valued at $9 a piece. So you can earn a potential return either by selling your shares to other members on the Otis platform, or if Otis sells one of the underlying assets you've invested in for more than the price you paid. Otis covers all information you need, to make a smart investment, from financials, to basically everything about the card, recent sales, in the learn section that I'm in right now. So as you can see right here, you get the population, whether the card's number, the set, the year, the grade, pretty much everything you need, the highlights, recent sales, so you can really make a knowledgeable investment. So if you guys would like to sign up for Otis, please use the link in my description and get your first share free when you fund your account. Thank you guys so much, and without further ado, we're gonna hop right into the video. So in today's video, we will be showing you guys the best sports cards I believe that are great investments in the month of May. Of course, the market is still very slow, which leaves a lot of buying opportunity, to be honest. Every time we see this cycle go in, when stuff goes back up, you always wish you had got into more when, prices were down. So I'm going to be talking about some cards that I believe have great potential in the near future. And the first one we have here is Shaq's first year Topps Chrome. So as you guys know, this is Kobe's rookie year. It's become one of the most iconic sets in the sports card market, from it being first year Topps Chrome to it being Kobe's rookie year. So of course it contains Kobe and Iverson's iconic cards, and then cards such as Michael Jordan's 1996 Topps Chrome have gone through the roof. So there's definitely a lot happening within this set. Jordan's 1996 Topps Chrome is currently around 2,300 in a PSA 10. So I see a lot of opportunity here with Shaq's. The population is very low on these Legends 1996 Topps Chromes, so any demand can cause the price to rise very fast. It's very comparable to 2012 Prism in my opinion, just in a different era. So I think Shaq in general, of course with his close ties to Kobe, with Kobe's documentary coming up, with Hall of Fame coming up, there's a lot of growth to be had here. So I think first year Topps Chrome for Shaq at right around $30 with no greening is a great buy. My members were actually buying these for just a fraction of the price they are right now. So yeah, a lot of money to be made with this set in general. Another player I think has a lot of room and potential right now is Bosh. It may sound like he is getting a little bit irrelevant now, but I certainly believe, there's long-term relevance, in certain players due to their close ties with their legends. So for example, Pippen and Rodman will forever be talked about because of their ties with MJ. And I believe Wade and Bosh will hold great long-term relevance, because in every single debate you want to have about LeBron's greatness and about Jordan's greatness, these names always come up. So 2003 Topps Chrome, of course, has become an extremely iconic set in the card market, and Bosh is, the fourth option in the set, which if the set gets a lot of attention, Bosh will certainly be one that gets some good attention. He was a part of the iconic Miami Heat Big Three. He's a finalist for the Hall of Fame this year. He was an 11-time All-Star, a 2-time champion, and was an icon both in Miami and Toronto. These have dipped so hard. As we can see here, this was literally a $700, $800 card. It's most recently found around $340. So that's a huge, significant dip. I think these have great room for rebounding. I do not see much more downside. So it seems like an overall great time to get into this card and 2003 Topps Chrome in general. I believe the same way with Wade, with LeBron, with even Carmelo. So I think these are all very good cards to be going after right now. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead, hop right into our next pick. And we got Michael Jordan's first year Topps card. So as we know, Topps did not print cards, for a long period before 1992. So I believe they took off around 10 to 12 years, and then they printed again in 1992. And as we know, a lot of you guys might recognize this from Shaquille O'Neal's rookie year, and that's bringing a lot of attention to the set, which of course is going to help and make the set very mainstream. And Michael Jordan's first year Topps card, if we consider his first year Topps card, if we consider the price of his first year Topps chromes, his Topps gold sitting at just around 20 to it really depends on the condition of this card, but you can definitely find these consistently ungraded between around $30 and $60. But overall, I see a lot of growth to be had. First of all, it's Topps gold. It's quite low population, and considering where his Topps chromes are for his first year Topps chrome, I definitely see a lot of attention eventually going to this card. So I think it's a good time to get into it right now. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and hop right into our next pick. We got LeBron James's 2006 Topps Chrome. Our members were actually buying these for just around $30 to $40 2 weeks ago, and they're already up over $100. So a lot of growth in this card right here. I think it also has a lot of short-term potential still at this point. As we've witnessed, there's an incredible demand arriving for Kobe's Topps Chromes across the board. And I believe that can shift to LeBron's Topps Chromes as well. Topps Chrome is owning the market. This is a very iconic pose of LeBron, and this card has a quite low population report. Hardly any of these grade very well. So if you can get them in a good grade, you could see much higher returns. There's so many new collectors trying to complete each and every Topps Chrome year for LeBron, as we saw with, when they were starting to collect every single Topps Chrome year of Kobe. All of his Topps Chromes did very well. So I think overall, these collectors are willing to overpaid, to be frank, to complete each and every year of these Topps Chromes for these iconic players. And, LeBron only has 7 Topps Chrome years, so I believe all of them are going to get a lot of attention. They're all very iconic cards, so I think overall the growth here to be had is amazing considering the low population. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next pick. So we got a pick that I personally believe is going to be around a 3 to 6 month hold right here, and that is Klay Thompson. And his 2012 Prism. He's already solidified himself as a 3-time champion, one of the greatest shooters in NBA history, and a crucial part of the Warriors dynasty, which can be argued to be the best team ever assembled in NBA history. I mean, from here, it's all upside in my opinion. Klay is beloved in the Bay Area. He's very likable and very fun to watch. I believe that during this upcoming offseason, there's going to be a lot of eyes on the Warriors, and given Klay's return, a potential top pick as they have Minnesota's pick, a healthy Wiseman and a possible trade for another piece. Given the level Steph is playing at, I can see the Warriors, potentially being a threat, especially if they can get, another piece on their team. But overall, there's going to be a lot of hype and attention around Klay Thompson's return after 2 years of not playing. I'm not even relying on, Klay Thompson to come back, perfect, which of course he likely won't, but at the end of the day, he is just, mainly a catch and shoot player. He is not one who really relies on his athletic ability, and I think that's really going to help his return. So overall, given his career accolades already, I think there's a lot less risk in this, considering he's already proven himself, to a very high extent. So I certainly believe this is a very good buy right now. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next pick. We got Kobe Bryant's 2007 Topps Chrome. So firstly, all of Kobe's Topps Chromes hold a base value. And that base value is essentially coming from the demand of collectors who are completing Kobe's Topps Chrome full set. So one from every single year. However, certain Topps Chrome sets are becoming very iconic, and I'm starting to see 2007 Topps Chrome get a lot of steam, with LeBron's 2007 Topps Chrome doing well, and of course, Kevin Durant's 2007 Topps Chrome bringing attention to the set. I believe Kobe is bound to pick up as well. This card holds a very iconic pose, and, you know, in general, there's just so much demand. It makes it a great collector's item. A lot of collectors going after this, and that really causes the prices to get out of hand. So I certainly believe this is a very, very good buy. You know, an iconic pose, a low population, a great set that's getting a lot of attention. So I certainly believe this is a great buy. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, the link for Otis is down below. And other than that, I'm out. Peace.